Sunday on March 10th, 2024, Ramadan 1445 started. Between 11:36 p.m. and 3:53 a.m. of Tuesday, the 11th, I saw through twists of pink and purple a square black column arising. Wednesday, the 13th, between 1:36 and 7:12 a.m., I saw orange spheres spiral up and counterclockwise from 3:31 to 4:42 a.m. of Thursday, the 14th. I saw a tin scroll with the symbol darker than the rust. And the impression that I got was that this was a symbol for the Great American Eclipse of April 8th, 2024, which was the 28th of Ramadan. On Friday the 15th, between 1:41 and 7 a.m., I saw a deep green field. It split with cracks, and I saw a bright green rectangular door. Saturday, the 16th, between 2:36 and 5:28 a.m., there was a mixing movement around three black shapes in a clear sphere. Between 3:11 and 6:04 a.m. of Sunday, the 17th, I saw a bushy tree as big as an oak, which was like a yellow broom with its twisting branches. It says, by words, I couldn't see the action upon it. Monday, the 18th of April, 2024, between 2:11 and 5:41 a.m. It wasn't fabric, but it was like there was white threads layered and wove into a mesh. Orange and green bits of metal fell as white mist arose. Tuesday, the 19th, between 2:01 and 6:04 a.m., there was a red cube that emerged from a hill with writing all over it. I absorbed the writing, and it became smooth. Wednesday, the 20th, between 3:11 and 6:44 a.m., I saw purple wands with rounded lavender tips move through the orange air. And I started to get some of my sleep in the temple. Masjid, Musalla, whatever you want to call it. 11:15 a.m. to 2:08 p.m. I saw a text scrolling in a square from the bottom to a page on top. I then heard like a Quran translation with commentary, but in plain English and together. I can't say the passage was from Surah 51, but it talked about winds and there will stop. Thursday, the 21st, 4:20 to 5:50 a.m., I saw blue sparks clear the way to a view of a many-columned building. Friday, the 22nd, I saw smaller buildings that were somehow greater than large buildings. There were a lot of underground stairs. Friday, the 22nd, okay, so that was Thursday, 2:40 to 6:35 a.m., there was a series of wood piles upon green. Something was constructed of curved links. 2:34 to 7 a.m., there were patterns of black smoke in the sky. There was a loud sound heard through the air. Sunday, the 24th, 1:31 to 3:51 a.m., there was a set of pale yellow buildings in an L shape A storm obscured the neighborhood with dust. Monday, the 25th, between 1:26 and 5:11 a.m., faces were turned in many directions as something bright rose over a white-covered environment. The noise was high-pitched. Between 1:58 and 4:34 a.m. on Tuesday, the 26th, I saw wooden wells filled with red. But it was calm outside of that. Between 11:40 a.m. and 1:55 p.m., I saw like a diamond-shaped bunch of grapes, but it was some type of speaker, and there were visible waves in the air. Wednesday, the 27th, between 1:16 and 6:41 a.m., in piles of debris, I picked out something smooth, curved, pointy, and purple. Between 11:40 a.m. and 2:48 p.m., I saw an orange star shape among pale rocks. I heard a crash sound in the north. In the early after the early afternoon horizons, I went around on the north side of the property to investigate. I came upon where 333 turtle was buried. I found her dead. No sign of starvation or thirst or animal going after her. or anything like that. We don't know, but anyways, I found this space where that turtle was, and I, covered the turtle up, and something, probably a vulture, had picked up rocks and then her body and placed it across the fence. So some sort of bird did something. And there's no way, of course, that I could have heard or known what it went on in a regular physical sense. And Thursday the 28th, between 2:37 and 6:48 a.m., there were intersecting columns of light and smooth, dark blue surface. 11:30 a.m. to 12:48 p.m., I saw the ground rise up and form a light blue sphere of intense textures. Friday, the 29th, 1:01 to 4:56 p.m., I followed a neon green light through rooms are between buildings till I reached a wide open space filled with it. 10:50 to 11:50 a.m., I saw a green tunnel with white inside and black outside. Saturday, the 30th, 1:34 to 7 a.m., I saw the moon enter charcoal. 10:45 a.m. to 1:45 p.m., I saw a black rock, like a little mountain. It had very deliberate looking shapes all over it. And then we get into the last third of Ramadan, the 20th night. Sunday the 31st, between 2:53 and 6:23 a.m., I saw a person disappear with a yellow flash of light, and more detail of a city appeared behind him in his wake. 12:15 to 1:37 p.m., I heard a screech and a pop. I saw many flashes exposing intricate patterns on the surface of buildings, but not the floor. Monday, the 1st of April, 2024, 1 to 5:05 a.m., I saw a row of white peaks that didn't form a ridge. I looked at it from a chalky line that twisted through the hills. 9:55 a.m. to 12:23 p.m., I saw a big white bird hobble into a position that showed dominance over other birds. I saw a pattern of dots, vertical lines, cross shapes, and cup shapes. Tuesday, the 2nd of April, 1:07 to 5:20 a.m., there was a red mist that slowly rose from the ground. Between 11:10 a.m. and 12:32 p.m., there was a rosy red in the sky, and people lived under piles of plants for shelter. Wednesday the 3rd, 2:12 to 6:15 12:51 a.m., there was an orange room with 8 sides. 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., I saw a series of orange sparks maintain in the air. I heard 2 series of electronic noises from the south, and a painting was completed. Thursday the 4th, 2:12 to 6:50 a.m., I saw 7 books with blue pages on a high shelf. 10:15 to 11:41 a.m., a blue sphere started to roll down a hill and then descended without touching the ground, which seemed impossible at that angle. Friday the 5th, 1:43 to 6:46 a.m., the sky was divided by green tents. 10:05 to 11:10 a.m., I saw gray text of an unknown old world type script on a green wall. I heard "who" chanted in long breaths. And of course, that would be the pronoun, just the generic pronoun, it. And Saturday the 6th, 1:22 to 7:24 a.m., the sky was filled with black smoke that was absorbed from above. Patterns were left on the earth. 12:30 to 1:43 p.m., I walked over dark ground that looked the same, but different sounds like voices were heard in the different places, and it felt different as I picked it up in my left hand. I woke up pleasantly throbbing. Sunday the 7th, 2:24 to 6:36 a.m., I was in a place with many poles of yellow stuck up in a grid. 11:25 a.m. to 1 p.m., I saw yellow shapes in purple and purple shapes in yellow. It had a mechanic sense to it. There was a sense of mixing in the vision. Monday the 8th, 1:40 to 6:12 a.m., I saw like a crown of white streaks. 11:20 a.m. to 12:30 p.m., there was a black man in a gray suit leading a show of some sort or proceedings in a white round place. And then we had the greater American eclipse, but it wasn't totality here. And I didn't point my camera up at things, but you can see that. Tuesday, 1:12 to 6:12 a.m., I saw a pink downward pointing triangle. It spiraled clockwise and dug a square trench. 10:50 a.m. to 12:35 p.m., pink spiraled off me counterclockwise. You know, it was clockwise with the other part. And I saw a bright, lush, green garden through a doorway or entryway or exitway or something like that, going out of a building, which was cubicle and pink. And the vastness of this was as far or farther than the eye could see. And sunset will end Ramadan 29 days, Tuesday, the 9th of April, 2024. And I've already had some interpretation of some of these things otherwise, but you're free to leave your own comments and about what that makes you interpret and all that.